Good morning, Beantown family. It is your director, Colleen Reagan, here to talk to you this morning about sponsoring. Sponsoring is your number one income producing activity. Why? You'll hear me say IPA a lot, which is income producing activities, okay? There's only about 4 things that I do in my business consistently, day in, day out, for 3 years. And sponsoring, building, recruiting. I hate saying recruiting. Recruiting seems like a manipulative action, doesn't it? Like recruiting feels like you're like taking somebody away from something. But that's not it. And I'm actually here to show you how it's the exact opposite of that. I know sponsoring, team building is such like a taboo thing. A lot of us feel very uncomfortable in the action of sponsoring and building, although it's what most of you are interested in, to grow your business, to actually make a substantial income, to make that residual income, to earn incentive trips. You must sponsor. To grow past a certified consultant, to hit those promotions, you have to sponsor. It's a non-negotiable, but I'll tell you, sponsoring is something that gets more comfortable the more that you do it. Just like with anything in this business, it's gonna fit. All these little IPAs, right, are things that we normally wouldn't do in our day-to-day lives. But you have now joined a direct sales company, and in order to see the results that you came for, in order to achieve whatever it is that you've set out to achieve, you're going to have to step outside of your comfort zone. Okay. And it's something that every single one of us have had to do. This does not come naturally to most of us. But again, the act of just doing it over and over and over again, you will find your groove, you'll find your rhythm, you'll find, what works for you. In the meantime, I'm going to give you some tips and advice to help you sponsor. I've sponsored many people. I have come close to annual mentor every single year. You need to have 14 certified consultants in 1 calendar year with Sensi, which is from April to May. And I have sponsored over the amount of required consultants. However, them getting certified hasn't always happened. But I love sponsoring. Sponsoring has become one of the most comfortable actions for me because it's just a genuine connection between you and that other person. That's it. You don't have to think of a lie or a scam or say the right things to get this person to join. You're not trying to get this person to join. Okay? So what I'm going to start you off with, first and foremost, when you're thinking about sponsoring, when you're thinking about recruiting, building a team, it starts with your mindset. As does everything else in this business. It starts with your mindset that you can do this, that I will figure out a way to do this, that I'm going to do it. Not I can't, I'm too shy, I'm not that person, I can't do things like this. Because with everything that I say, right, or everything that is asked of you to progress in your business, if you say you can't, then you're not going to. I can give you all the tools, the resources, the step-by-step. I can hand you step-by-step, instructions, but it's up to you and up to your mindset and your attitude. Okay. So do not have a fixed mindset where you're saying I can't, because you won't. If you say I will, I'll figure it out, and you're positive and you're enthusiastic and you're eager to learn, you will. You will. It literally boils down to your mindset, right? There's your practical tip, mindset. And that's something that we each have to work on by ourselves. So with that being said, I'm going to start giving you guys some practical tips. Write it down. When you write it down, implement it, okay? Again and again and again. Plans mean nothing if you're not taking action. You can show up to these trainings. You can, listen to all the podcasts. You can take all the advice in the world. But if you're not showing up to your own business and putting this into action, then it means nothing. All right. So sponsoring starts with prospecting. What is prospecting? Prospecting is thinking about the people you're going to share the opportunity with. Okay. It's you looking at your audience, thinking who has a want, who has a need, or who would just rock this business. People join for many, 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 many different reasons. Okay. Don't just be so narrow-minded on, I need to find somebody that will be the most likely to say yes. You know, a lot of times we go after the people that we think are the most likely to say yes, regardless if we think that they'll be good in this business. If they have a want or a need, we just want to approach the people that we think will say yes. Okay. So I want you to start off with your Frankie list. I don't know how many times I say this every time I come live, but it starts with your Frankie list. Okay. Frankie is an acronym. It's an acronym and it stands for friends, relatives, acquaintances, neighbors, kids association, internet friends, and extraordinary. An extraordinary is your dream team list. And your dream team list are the people that you want to take along on this journey with you. Okay? And it's so important to start this dream team list that is part of your Frankie list right away. It's never too early to start sponsoring. Never, ever, ever. If you've just joined or if you're going to join tomorrow, bring a friend along. It will make it easier for you. It will make it more exciting for you. It's never too early. It took me 3 months to sponsor my first teammate. I started off with a bang. I promoted to director in just a few months. And I saw the value once I kind of got my sales under wrap and knew how to consistently get my sales in check every month. I knew I have to start sponsoring. I said, what do I have to do next to build and grow in this business? Sponsor? I was like, I don't want to do that. I am not sponsoring. And then I was like, wait a minute. If I don't sponsor, I don't grow. And what did I come here to do? Sit here and see no results? That's not what I joined for. Okay? So you are going to write down the people. Now, again, you can go through that Frankie list that you've created and in your extraordinary people, your dream team list. Think of your friends, your family, even, through that acronym, all the different letters, who you know that has a want or a need. Now, let's talk about that for a minute. A want or a need. Now, do you know anybody that is hard up for cash? You know people that could use extra money? Do you know people that hate their job? I know. Literally, as I'm going through this, it's so many people just come to mind instantly. And that's the thing. People come to mind, but then how do you remember who you're speaking with, when you speak with them, what was last said, if you're not writing these things down? Okay? Now, list building is not an IPA, but it is an essential part of this business to stay organized. If you're not staying organized, then you're not treating your business like a business, and you're not going to see business-like results. You're not going to get paid like it's a business. Okay? So I want you to think of those people. Do you know any single moms? Do you know any people that just got engaged that maybe are saving for a wedding? Do you know any teachers that have the summer off that need extra cash? Do you know any people that are picking up extra waitressing jobs or nurses that are picking up extra 8-hour shifts in the hospital or at the nursing home or, whatever it is? Do you know any people that are stay-at-home moms that maybe need an outlet? I was that person, right? Do you know any people that are stay-at-home moms or are at home or even have a stressful job? Don't discount the people that have good jobs. Don't discount the people that love their jobs, that enjoy their careers. Don't discount those people, because as our SSD, Kristen Ingalls, she joined. She is a surgical oncology nurse in a hospital. She has a great career. She went to college. She fought for her degree. But she joined Sensi because she needed an outlet from her high-stress job. She needed a happy place. And she wanted to find that in Sensi, and she has. So don't discount anybody is a huge message that I need to tell you. Okay? There's going to be people on your dream team list that intimidate you. I want you to write all of them down. Okay? Because you may start off with the people that you think are the most likely to say yes. I encourage you not to. I encourage you to reach out to everybody, because to be honest, the people that are the most intimidating, the people that you feel like are the least likely to say yes, are usually the quickest to respond, the most likely to say yes, and to be the people that are the most interested. Okay? So do not discount anybody. Okay? You're going to have to be brave, but let's just start with this list. Okay? Now, you've determined the people that you know that have a want or a need. Catherine and Declan. Sorry, I'm in my office and the kids are down here. You've determined the people that have a want or a need, okay? Now think of those people that you just think would rock it out, that you feel like are made for something like this. We all know people that you're like, she would kill this. She has an awesome personality. She's great on social media. She has a lot of contacts, right? I think about some of my nurse friends and I'm like, they have a lot of contacts. They're in contact with a lot of people, okay? Yes. I'm doing a training, okay? I'll talk to you when I'm done. Okay, guys, this is not the time, okay? This is not the time. Catherine and Declan. Like, this is real life, okay? They're going to start arguing and screaming and doing what they do because I'm a stay-at-home mom and this is real life. So, think of those people that you just know they're organized, they have a great personality, and would do really well with something like this, okay? They're not shy, they're outgoing, they have a lot of contacts. Maybe you know somebody that you watch on social media that is traveling all the time, that loves to travel, right? Traveling is their love language.
Peanut butter.
I have a friend that some of you may know. She's a pretty good friend of mine. Her name is Sarah. And Catherine and Declan, you've got to stop, please. I'm sorry. Catherine and Declan, listen to me. I'm on a very important training. Catherine and Declan, look at me. Catherine and Declan. 1, 2. Catherine and Declan. Catherine and Declan. Can anybody hear me?
No.
Come here, please. I want you to see this. There's people watching you right now. Okay? I asked you to behave yourselves, and I actually think that you can do it. All right? I need you to behave yourselves. Sorry, real life. They're not even listening to me. So I have a friend, Sarah, and she has an incredible job. Now, I've been trying to get her to join Sensi for a very, very, very long time. And she has a job that is incredible, that she literally travels everywhere in her job. That's what she does, is she travels in her job. I don't think she needs the money. She loves what she does. I just approach her about this solely for the fact that I think she's a trustworthy, credible person that people are drawn to, and she loves to travel. And that's literally the reason why I've been talking to her. Now, she's not there yet, but, the more that I share with her, the experiences that I've gained, or, what I get out of this, she may see that and want that for herself, but I've still reached out. I've still spoken to her about it for over a year now. She's still not there yet. I'm still here. She said no. I'm still going to kind of show her what this is about, and maybe she'll be intrigued by that, but I'm still sharing it, okay? So I want you to start off with your list. Start off with your list of people. Write down as many people as you can. As a side note, sponsoring is not something that you can just share when there's a joint special. Sponsoring is your #1 income producing activity. So that means it's a constant. It's something that should become habit. Okay? Catherine, I need you to get up. No. Guys, guys, listen to me. Listen to me, please. Look at me. I'm doing something very important. Okay? So you need to get out from under there, please. Please go upstairs, put on a show for 10 minutes, and I'll be up. She's crawling on the floor like a dog. I'm just going to sip some coffee until I get out of here. Now they're stomping upstairs. That's all right. It's what we do, right? If you're a mom, honestly, being a mom is way harder than sponsoring and recruiting. I'm not joking. I am not joking. So sponsoring is not something that you can do just when there's a joint special or just when you feel like it. Okay? Because it's a constant thing. When you're speaking to people, not everybody joins right away. I've been, like I told you about my friend Sarah, I've been talking to her for over a year. There's people that are on this team that joined after a month. There's people a month after me, talking to them, excuse me. There's people that I'm still speaking with. There's people that took months and months and months and months and months to actually build the confidence, take a deep breath, and click join, okay? So if you're only talking to 3 people and waiting on those 3 people to join, or only sharing it when there's a join special, that means you're only sponsoring every once in a while, and you're putting all your eggs in one basket. And if you're not sponsoring consistently, like honestly, you guys, sponsoring and team building is just as important, if not more, than sales. You guys know how to get sales, right? You know what you have to do. This is a party planning company. You've got to figure out what style works best for you, and then get your sales down pat. Try to get at least 500 PRV every single month. And then once you do, those are leader numbers. You've got to switch your mindset and make sponsoring a top priority in your business. Okay? So sharing this opportunity all the time. All right? You've got to have multiple conversations. It's not just about you approach somebody, if they don't respond, or even if they say no, a lot of times it means not right now. Okay? So that's why another one of your income producing activities is follow-up. You've got to follow up not just with people that place orders, not just your customers, not just people that you're offering the hosting opportunity with, but people that you're sharing the join opportunity with. You've got to follow up with those people. Okay? So I know a lot of you feel nervous about the initial outreach. Like, what do I say? How do I do this? Okay? Now, you have to think of their want, their need, or why they would want to join Sensi. It's not about you, and I want you to listen very clearly. This is not about you. This is not about advancing your business. This is not about what you can get out of this, or your next promotion, or how much money you can make. You are looking at sharing this opportunity. Sharing the opportunity. You're not selling the opportunity. And that's why I really don't like the word recruiting, because it feels yucky, doesn't it? But you're sharing, okay? So you're thinking of how this opportunity is going to enhance their life, what this is going to do for them. And you're going to approach them with that. But before you do, people are only going to buy, host, or join if they know you, if they like you, and if they trust you, okay? So you've got to become credible with this person. You can't just message somebody out of the blue or send those DM messages, hey girl, hey. Those are 2 years ago. Don't message people, hey girl, hey. All right? They're probably getting hey girl, hey messages from 15 other people and 15 other direct sales companies, and they've heard it all before. What separates you from them? Why are you credible? Why are you trustworthy? Why would they like you? It comes down to your brand. It comes down to what you're showing of yourself. You want to make your job desirable, so they see the vision But then you're going to talk to them about why it's good for them, not you. Catherine, you've got to stop. Catherine, please let go. Seamus, look at me. Catherine, look at me.
What?
You have to stop. I'm trying to finish this, okay?
Yeah.
Is this real? I mean, how many times have I said this? They don't care. This is when you're trying to run a business with children, okay? Hashtag twin mom. So, you need to be your brand. Branding is a huge part of sponsoring. Be your brand, okay? You're not on social media. You're not talking to people and saying, join my team. Here's a stock photo that I got from the marketing tab that has the join kit, $99, join my team. No. Instead, not getting into a whole social media marketing. I've actually done trainings on social media that you can look up on this team page. But instead of being salesy, okay, because I know a lot of you, when you're talking about sponsoring, you say, I don't want to be salesy. You don't have to be. You've got to be intentional, though, with what you're talking about, okay? That's being your brand, building interest and intriguing people, not posting, join my team. Nobody is going to be interested in that, okay? Catherine, I don't need to say it again, right? So, join my team. Now, you could post on social media, join my team. Here's a stock photo. You're not going to get much interest in that. Or you could post a picture of, you earning an incentive trip with like an excited face with some information. You could post a picture of, you and your children at the park in the middle of the day when everybody else is at work, because this is what Scentsy has allowed in your life. Whatever it is that Scentsy has done for you, you need to be open and transparent and share that, not join my team, okay? Because people, you need to be relatable. You need to be relatable. I'm not calling the Scentsy consultant. No, I am not. I share about 3 to 5 things, especially on social media, but I share about 3 to 5 things that make me relatable. So people feel like they can trust me. I'm bridging the gap between me and this business. You know how I always say there's no difference between you and I? That's because there's not. Catherine, let Seamus out. Let Seamus out. Go, Seamus. Go ahead. Go ahead. Seamus, go. Now, Catherine, you close the door and stay where you are. So, you want to really kind of hone in on what you're showing people, okay? So people get to know you. Because again, people are only going to buy, host, or join if they know you, like you, and trust you. But how do they know you, like you, and trust you? Okay? When you're making this list, when you're prospecting and building your dream team list, it's impossible to build friendships with every single one of these people. It's emotionally exhausting. There's actually not enough time in the day to do it. It's impossible to build a friendship with every single person. It would take forever and ever and ever. So you've got to share things about yourself that show people you're relatable, that if you can do it, they can do it, okay? It's not just about join my team. Want to make money? Join my team. Show them how you're making money. Show them how Scentsy has benefited or enhanced your life with you and your family. Whatever it is for you, you don't have to have this big story, this big testimony in order to start sharing. You don't have to be me. You don't have to, if you just started yesterday, what are you looking forward to in this business? What has this done for you? Has it given you a new sense of excitement or, something to look forward to? Share that, okay? You should always thinking about 2 to 3 things that Scentsy has done for you, no matter where you are in your journey, and be sharing that. Get creative. Don't post join my team, okay? Don't do that. It's going to get you nowhere, and it's actually off-putting. Okay. So how are you being relatable? How are people, connecting with you? How are people finding you trustworthy or liking you or finding you credible? Okay. So my brand, now I'm a complex human being. I'm a woman, number one. Number two, I'm an emotional person. So I could be sharing a lot of things about myself, okay? I could be on social media. I could be venting about my husband, how he's aggravating me today, how we're fighting, how my kids are driving me crazy. Sure, we all have things like that, okay? But you really, really, really want to share positive things about yourself, okay? Don't be negative. Don't complain on social media. Don't be that person. Honestly, yes, I have political views. Yes, there's things about me, that I could share, but I'm going to keep it upbeat. Okay. Because nobody wants to join somebody that's a Debbie Downer. Nobody wants to join somebody that is complaining or woe is me or my life stinks or, this is my political view. You're drawing a line in the sand, ladies. This is a business. You're a franchise business owner. Okay. You've got to be diplomatic. You've got to be diplomatic. Okay. I'm not saying you cannot have your views on anything in life, but you've got to be smart and business minded. Okay. So be careful of what you're sharing. So my brand, I'm a twin mom. Okay. I talk about my real life, REAL, and not the real life, REEL. On social media, you see a lot of highlight reel. That's not me. I don't talk about that. Okay. Yes, I show posts. I share things about myself that are intriguing, that would make people want to do this with me, but I keep it real because I want people to know at the end of the day, I'm just like them. If they think I couldn't do what she does, oh, yes, you could. I'm doing a training right now and having to stop every 5 seconds to talk to my children because this is real life. This is real life. Hashtag keeping it real. Okay? So me being a twin mom, that's part of my brand. That I'm a crazy coffee lover, you guys know. Usually it's Mary Lou's. You guys know that. Mary Lou's is like part of my brand. You guys know this. But I am a crazy, when people think about me, I want them to think I want them to automatically think twin mom, crazy coffee lover. Like these are things that I share. Another part of my brand is my weight loss journey. It's a big part of who I am and what I've become and what I've evolved into because the path that I've walked through. The experiences that we have and the things that we walk through in our own paths, in our own lives, make us who we are. And I know that is relatable. I know people struggle with health and fitness, and it's a very common thing, especially with women. Okay? Although my journey may be specific and different and unique to me, I know it's relatable. I know people hear that and connect with that and feel that, okay? So I share about 3 to 5 things about myself. That is my brand. That is what is helping me be more relatable to people. You're not going to see me sharing just nonsense things on social media, you're not, okay? I'm very intentional. And this is not just about social media. I'm very intentional in general because I am a business owner, okay? This is not a willy-nilly fly by the seat of your pants business, okay? When you're talking about sponsoring, people are very apprehensive, skeptical, doubtful, uncertain, you name it, blah, 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 the list goes on, about could they do something like this? Can they see themselves doing this? Is this something they'd be successful at? Are they able to do what you do? They want to see you walk through it first. The more relatable you are, the more you're going to build the belief in them that they can do this. So when you do talk to them about sharing this opportunity, okay, they already know and kind of get a glimpse of who you are and that she's just like me. She's not the Scentsy consultant. No. I mean, I rep Scentsy all day, every day. Like I am Scentsy ride or die. I will be with Scentsy for the rest of my life. But I am not like Scentsy, 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 Scentsy. Sometimes I make it a point to not even actually say the company when I'm talking about, what I do or why I love this, because I'm building interest. I'm not putting it all out on the table. So you're going to become more relatable, more relevant in people's lives. Go through that list of people that you've created on social media. Go back to their profile on Facebook, Instagram, like some of their pictures, start commenting, okay? If compliment them, you're gonna build that rapport with them. I want you to think about this. And Bob Heilig, if you don't follow him, I suggest you do. He is an entrepreneur in direct sales, multi-level marketing, which is what we do. And I call him the guru. He's awesome. I share a lot of things on our team page from him. You can follow him on Instagram. He does free trainings. Like, he is awesome. And he gave an analogy one time, and I was like, oh snap, like, this is real. Coffee sip. He gave an analogy one time, and he said, sponsoring, building, it's like going to the bank, okay? So when you're talking with somebody and building that rapport, you know, every conversation that you have, whether it's business related, the business related conversations that you have, it's $1 in the bank. Okay? It's $1 in the bank, the investment bank of this person, excuse me. The non-business, the non-sensey conversations that you have with these people on your list, right? You're making an investment. You're making a deposit into the bank. Okay? Those are $100 deposits. Those non-sensey related conversations. It's not always about sensey. Okay? You do not want to be shoving this down their throat. And I'm sure as I'm speaking, right, you're kind of hearing that this is not an overnight process. So if you want to be sponsoring, you have to be doing it consistently. Okay? I'm going to get into a lot of different things, but so all these conversations that you have, these one-on-one, you know, communications that you have with these people, that is deposits into the bank. So when you go to have the join conversation or share the opportunity, do you have sufficient funds in the bank to make a withdrawal, to have that conversation? Because if you have no communication with this person, if you don't have any credibility or you don't have a rapport, then you're trying to draw from insufficient funds. And it's not going to happen. You've got to build up. Okay? And I hope that makes sense for you. So sponsoring takes time. Okay? You're going to approach these people and you're going to be honest. You don't have to, you know, have this big, long, 5-page paragraph, you know, message to this person. No. And sometimes it's even something as simple as like a little wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Like, girl, you would kill this. Like, you could do this. Like, you have such an awesome personality. You could do this. Which brings me to a big, big, big piece of sharing the opportunity as part of your host exclusive. Okay? Every time you host a party, you should be offering the join special, the join opportunity to every single host. Okay? When I first started Sensei, a lot of my new sponsorship came from new hosts, flipping them, meaning they join, I give them the orders from their party, and they start off with instant PRV, hopefully earning that kit right back, okay? But you should be offering the join opportunity to every single host. There's a join host exclusive where they can actually use their credit toward a kit. It's a smaller condensed kit, of course, but if people are hot up for money, which I'm going to get into objections, then they can use the host exclusive. They can join. You can give them the order forms from their party. That could be their launch party. But I lay it out on the table right from the beginning, so it's planting the seed in their mind. Because most of the time, if you wait till the last second, people's knee-jerk reaction is going to be like, no, I can't do this. They need time to think on it. And they need time for you to feed them confidence throughout that host coaching process. When we host parties, right? When they host parties, part of your income producing activities, IPA, is host coaching. Don't skip it. It's a super, super, super important part of your business. It's a non-negotiable. All non-negotiables are IPAs. So I lay it out on the table. You're going to have the chance. You can actually join. You can click $99 and get the full kit. And I can give you these orders to get your business off running. You're going to have a head start. You can actually hit shooting star depending on what the size of their party is. But I'm host coaching them, so we're going to get a big party because I'm doing my job on my side to help them have a successful experience with their party. Okay? Or you can earn a kit. You can use your free credit amount towards this condensed kit, and you can start off. You can still use your half offs. You can still use any credit after that you may have after the $59 or whatever credit you have. If it's a smaller amount, you can use towards the $59 kit. Okay. I lay it out on the table. So then when I'm host coaching, when the party's happening, I'm like, girl, you already have, a customer base. Like, you can do this. I give them small tasks to do to have that successful party. And I'm building the confidence and belief in them as I go. Okay. So that when I go to close the party and I say, all right, so this is what you would make from this party if you joined, you would still get the host rewards, blah, 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 blah. These are your options. I think that you could do this. I know that you would love and enjoy this. Why don't I add you to my team page? You can see what it's like, kind of get a feel for our vibe and our culture and our community that we've created. And you want to plant the seed with them, okay? They may say no, but that's okay because you just planted the seed. And all you really want to start doing, you guys, is planting seeds. You don't harvest and eat the same day that you plant. You don't. Some people will be more quick to want to do this, which is great. But you have to understand what it's like. And I'm sure a lot of you can remember that it's like, I don't know if I can do this. So you're going to approach them on whatever you feel like is their want or need. I've been thinking about this, and, I want to bring people on this journey with me, and I know what it's done for me, but I was thinking about you, and, I know that you've been picking up extra 8-hour shifts at the hospital, and I'd love to talk to you about this. This isn't a scam. I get no commission or anything from you joining. I genuinely think that you'd be good at this. You have an incredible personality. I know this would bring so much to the table for you. It doesn't have to be this super long sit-down dinner conversation. You got to take a deep breath and you just got to do it on whatever their want, need, which will in turn be their why. Why is what moves people. Why is what keeps them in this business, okay? That's what you want to figure out with people, their why. And that's what you're going to talk to them about, their why. Their want, their need, their why, okay? Now, when you're approaching people, you're going to hear objections. Oh, are you going to hear objections? I don't have the money. I'm not a salesperson. I don't have any experience. The list literally goes on and on and on and on. And it's usually the same things, which is okay because I get it. I know that when I'm going to speak to somebody, when I feel like I want to share this opportunity with them, when I'm thinking about this person, I know that most likely they're going to be like, wait, what? They maybe have never thought about it. And I'm going to be honest. I know you may have never thought about this, but I see something in you. And they may say no. They may not even respond, but I want you to know something. They're looking at you closer. You just planted a seed. So now when you're sharing your brand, when you're sharing, what Scentsy has done for you, they're seeing that. It all goes hand in hand, you guys. It all goes hand in hand. Now, most of what you do, your results are going to be driven by what you do behind the scenes. The personal connections, the one-on-one, the phone calls, the text messages, not social media. But social media is a major, major, major asset for you in your business if you're doing it the right way, okay? So you have an opportunity to connect with an audience. How many people are you friends with on social media? You have an opportunity to connect with these people that you normally wouldn't be able to on a day-to-day basis, all right? So take advantage of that. Share your brand. Share who you are. Become relatable. Show people that you're trustworthy, that you're credible. So even if you just planted that seed, they say no, they don't say anything. They're watching you closer. Trust me. Trust me. It takes people a while to wrap their head around this idea. They want to watch you first. They want to see what this is doing for you, which also I'm going to get into objections, but also, guys, think about this. People want to join somebody else that's being successful in this business, that's working their business. If you're not doing much with this, if you're not, if you're not sharing how this is enhancing your life for you or your family, then they're going to be like, well, how, it's not really doing much for you. People want to be around other successful people. Okay. You have to take your own business and use it as an example for others. Okay. If you're not working your own business, well, people are probably not going to want to join that. And I know you have to start somewhere, but you have to think about who you are and sharing that first and foremost, of what this has done for you. Okay. And the more you work your own business and the more you're successful in your own business, the more that's going to be intriguing to other people. But you've got to share that. You've got to be successful. And when you earn top sales and when you are top 10 on your team, share that. Shout yourself out. It's not bragging. It's you showing people that you can do this and that they know you in real life. And if she can do it, I can do it. Okay? So let's talk about objections. We always hear them. Now, I want to go for the objection. I want to find out what is holding them back. Okay? I'm not trying to beat around the bush and avoid that conversation. I'm trying to go right for it. Tell me what you're nervous about. I say right up front, I know you're probably nervous or doubtful or skeptical about this. It would be weird and uncommon if you weren't, right? It would be. It would be weird if they weren't nervous about this. It feels like a big decision. It feels like a big thing. We know that it's only $99 to join, right? Which is one of the objections. People don't have the money. But guys, you get hundreds of dollars worth of product in that $99 kit. And if you know why they're doing this and what they want out of this, and you're going to be a sponsor and help them set goals right away without getting into a training, a new training, like a new consultant training, the most important thing you need to do with the new consultant is show them results. They need to get that money back, because when they see results, they know that this is legitimate. They know they made the right decision. They know that they can do more. When they see results, they're going to want to do more. They know that stepping outside of their comfort zone is rewarding, and they'll be willing to do more of it. Okay? But you need to find out why they're doing this. And money is always a big objection. But we spend $99 with our eyes closed. I literally go into Target in the dollar section. Boop, $100 gone on what? I don't know. Face masks, pencils, banners, like the most ridiculous buckets, hats, socks at Target, face masks at CVS, literally the most ridiculous things. Vitamins, I mean, I could go on and on. Your girl is crazy, right? So sorry, I'm like looking, there's like animals coming in and out of my office. Coffee break. So you want to go for the objection, okay? Find out what it is, and you got to talk them off the ledge. You got to let them know, hey, I understand you. Validate what they're saying. Understand what they're saying, but find out what it is that's holding them back, because they may not want to say it. But if you clear the air right away and say, listen, I know this may feel uncomfortable for you. I know this is something you normally wouldn't do, because it's normally something I would never do. But you don't need experience. I'm going to train you. This is a learned business. I have a new consultant training guide for every single person that sponsors on this team. I have a file that I've created specifically for you to help your new teamie get started and see results. Okay? So no matter what it is, I don't know enough people. All of these things, find out what it is, be ready for the objection, find the objection, seek the objection, so you can talk them off the ledge. And you know what? You may feel like you're getting headway with this person, like, okay, they're seeing this. I know that they can do this. Like, I know that this would bring so much into their life. And then every time you hang up the phone, or every time, you're done having this conversation with them in Messenger or whatever it is, they're already talking themselves out of it once you're done. You're breathing that confidence in them. You have to build the confidence in them that they can do this. You have to build the vision and belief in these people, because they don't. They don't see it. They don't know. that this is like a life-changing opportunity. It can be whatever they want. Some people want to join just to get a discount on Scentsy. Whatever it is, that's up to them, and that's okay because we're nobody's boss. But you may have to have the same exact conversation with somebody over and over and over and literally like verbatim, word for word, the same conversation because people are doubtful. So again, every time you hang up the phone with them, they're already talking themselves out of it. But every time you're making a little bit more headway, you're building a little bit more confidence in them. You're helping them become a little bit more brave every single time. And then one day they're going to be like, okay, I'm ready. And they do it. Right? But you have to start building that belief in them. In training, it starts before they even join. Okay? So you don't want to word vomit on these people because that's unattractive. They don't know about qualifying amounts. They don't know. Don't send people the compensation plan. Okay, listen. Don't send people the compensation plan. Don't do that. Okay, like seriously, do not send people the compensation plan. They don't know what that means. They don't know what a star consultant is. They don't know percentages. I don't even know percentages. I am so bad with math. It's not even funny. I use my phone for everything. Thank God for Google. Because I will literally be at a home party and be like, what is 6.25%? Because that's Massachusetts state sales tax, 6.25%. I'm literally Googling to find out what, people's total is. 6.25% of 57. Like, your girl is terrible at math. Okay? But you're going to have to share the same things with them over and over until they're comfortable enough with it. But just keep doing it, you guys, okay? Like I said, it may take some people a year to join. It may take some people a month. You don't know where they are or what's motivating them, but you want to find out. That is what your goal is. You want to think of people that have a want or a need or you think would do really well with this, and that's what you're going to initially go off of until you find out what their why is. Okay? And you've got to plant seeds all over the place. And I'm not talking planting seeds with 5 people and then waiting on those 5 people to join. Because you know what? You're not going to be building a team in the meantime. And you know what happens? You have people join. Some people decide not to do anything with this business. Okay? If you haven't heard it a million times, you're going to. So pay attention. Joining Scentsy or joining this business is like joining the gym, okay? People can join, pay for a membership, but they don't have to go. That doesn't mean they're getting in shape. It's up to them. So sometimes people join this business and do nothing. They don't even open their kit. They never get started, okay? So if you're only sponsoring 3 people a year, well, guess what? One of those people may fall off. So now your team is dwindling and you're not sponsoring. Your team's shrinking. You're not growing a team. You're almost regressing, right? That's discouraging. So you've got to be brave. You've got to put as many people on that prospecting dream team list as you can, and you got to start planting seeds with everybody. I am not telling you to go down that dream team list and start having sit-down face-to-face conversations with every single one of them and say, hi, I think that you should join my team, and this is why. Do you need extra money? Okay, this is the compensation plan. Let me know if you have questions. It's, 200 PRV every 4 months to stay active. They don't know what PRV is. Any dollar amount that you put on anything seems overwhelming because they don't even know if they can do something like this, okay? Be careful, all right? You just want to go off of their want or their need or the fact that they would do well with this for whatever reason. Compliment them, okay? Don't recruit, compliment. Okay, so that's what you're going to start off with. That's what you're going to use as your initial approach is their want or need. And then you're going to really get to know them. They're going to be seeing you on social media. You're going to be posting about how this has enhanced your own life or what you're doing with Scentsy. So even if they're not responding, or even if they say no, they're watching you closer. Because a lot of people's knee-jerk reaction is to say, no, I can't do this, or no, 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 or don't say anything, because they want to watch you do it first. Okay? So go for the objection, find out what it is, talk them off the ledge 100 times. It may take somebody 100 times. All right? And even if somebody says no, you better be following up with them down the road and say, hey, you know what? I know we already talked about this, but I'm just letting you know I haven't forgotten about you. And I think that you would kill this. I really do. I wouldn't be so insistent on it if I didn't think that you could really do it. And there's a few people that I'm talking to right now that I know would kill this, would kill it, would kill it. I'm not just messaging everybody and being like, you know, throwing bait out there just to see who takes it. Hell no. I am thinking about the people that actually have a want or a need, or that would do well with this, or that I know would do something with this. Okay? So think about it. And it has to be a lot of people. And you have to be talking about it consistently. Because if you're not, what you do now, on average, will roll out in 90 days. Okay? So if you didn't have the joint conversation roughly 90 days ago, have you noticed nobody's joining your team right now? You cannot expect to put all your effort into like a week's worth of work and have it pay off. That's not this kind of business. You've got to stay consistent with your income producing activities, sponsoring being your number one, and you've got to do it all the time, not just a join special. And the more you believe in this company, the more you believe in what you do and love what you do and share what you do, the more people will feed off of that. If you're not talking about your business, if you're not sharing the opportunity or how well you're doing, or if you're not doing well, people aren't going to want to do that. Why would they? They're going to want to join me because I am talking about it and I am going to approach them and I am going to be brave. Don't sit and wait. Don't. Okay? Make that list, check it twice, and start reaching out to people and have the conversation with as many people as you can. And you have it over and over and over and over again. Okay? Listen, you have as many conversations as you can, and you have it over and over and over again, and you do it consistently. I'm going to give you one more analogy before I wrap this up. Like the dog, the cat, the guinea pig, who knows? Hi, Seamus. He's looking at me like, girl, what are you talking about? So I use weight loss a lot as analogies because it's real and because I can relate to it. And I really kind of think about this on my day-to-day life and how the two go hand in hand, especially in my life. But Seamus, what is that? What are you doing? He's like gagging. I'm like, sorry for everybody that's watching this or will watch this. My dog's probably puking in the background. Again, hashtag real life, not highlight reel, but REAL life. Oh my gosh. So anyway, what was I even saying before the dog started puking? Analogies and weight loss. Okay. So you put your effort. You want to lose weight. You're going to the gym. You're doing what you're supposed to. You're working out. You're eating right. You're checking off everything you're supposed to be doing, right? And you're doing, Catherine, no. And you're doing it day after day after day, but you've been doing it for a whole week and you're not seeing any results. You step on the scale and nothing. The scale hasn't budged. And you're like, girl, I've been getting up early. I've been putting in the work. I've been eating all this rabbit food when I want to eat a cheeseburger, and I'm not seeing any results. Well, that's because it doesn't happen overnight. That's because it happens when you're consistent and you're committed to it long term, and you do it over and over and over and over again. then you'll start seeing results. Okay? The same goes for this business and any of your income producing activities, but specifically we're talking about sponsoring. You've got to do it consistently. You cannot just be motivated 1 month and be like, I'm going to message people, and then you never message them again. Okay? Because then it looks shady. Then it looks like these people get this one random message from you and it looks like bait. You're just throwing it out there to see who can grab it. You've got to work on this. You've got to invest into these people that you're talking to and commit to them, because again, this is the path less chosen. So if you're only putting effort in when you're motivated or when you want to or when you feel like it or when there's a join special, you're not going to see results. You're not. It's something you've got to commit to, and you've got to do it consistently. Consistency is the key to this business. Okay? You don't need to have a special skill set. You don't need to have a degree in marketing, promoting, recruiting. No, you don't. I didn't even try Sensi when I clicked join, but it's a learned business, and take the advice and the tips that you hear and run with them and implement them. And I am not the smartest person on this team. I am not an expert, but what I am is I am open, I am coachable, I'm teachable, I show up to challenges to better myself. I watch videos about sponsoring. There's a whole Sensi channel on YouTube just for Sensi consultants. I listen to others and what works for them, and I take bits and pieces of everything, and that's how I've created my own business. I don't wait for information to be handed to me. I take the initiative and learn about this business. You're a franchise business owner, okay? So if you're not taking the time to work your business and doing it consistently, well, then you're not going to see results. And this is going to become a hobby. And then after a while, that's going to get old, and you're going to get discouraged because you're not taking action. Okay? You have the power within your own hands to make this something absolutely incredible. But it's literally and only up to you. Okay? So we have a brand new incentive that was just launched, and sponsoring is a huge part of that. Sponsoring is only going to build your business and only help you see results. And yes, it's weird, but the more you do it, the more comfortable you're going to be, because this is a relationship building business. It's not sales. It's not recruiting. It's not even sponsoring. It's a relationship building business. And it's not about you. It's about that person. Okay? And when you really wrap your head around that idea that it's about that person and not, growing your own business, when you switch your mindset to having it be about them and not you, you're going to see results. Okay? But start today, make the list. Okay? That Frankie list, I tell you, is super important. Okay? If you haven't done it thus far, that's okay. I'm not here to check in on you. I'm not here to, make you feel bad about yourself or judge you or, you don't have to lie to me or anybody else. Just do it. Okay? Again, goals are nothing without action. And I'll leave it with that. So get out there, start working your number one income producing activity. Okay? And, sales and PRV are good for right now and will pay off right now. But sponsoring and building a team and sharing this opportunity with others and seeing how it can change their life will pay you back over and over and over and over again. And yes, it's about them, but in the long run, when you're helping somebody else better their lives or bring this incredible opportunity in to them and present it to them, your business will become better naturally. But make it about them. Okay? So happy sponsoring. Get out there and go do it, Beantown. You can do it. Take a deep breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, action.